Catch me smoking weed in the middle of the city. Nothing shitty, just some Zaza with me. Couple eyes peep the sticky. Know you smell me, know you hear me. I'm as loud as the horn on the semi. Smoke a half, then go get some food for my belly. Then I'm off to the lab. Got some tracks I gotta rap. I've been holding shit back the way I never miss. You would think I'm holding a gap. Spray 16 straight off the dome and relax. While you've been looking, I've been moving. Got some O's in the bag. So fresh and so clean, like an Ozian blast. I'm the man behind the scenes. I just tell him to snap. And if you even in the scene, you were extra. That's facts. Miami nights out on the strip. Pulling up in the latest whip. Always flying the latest trips. Yeah. Miami nights. Miami nights. Yeah. Miami nights out on the strip. Pulling up in the latest whip. Yeah. Miami nights on the strip. Yeah. Yeah. Miami nights. Refresh up off another flight again. Just came home from Tiki Island. It was straight up there. While in there, we out here. Miami night in it. 305 and then I'm bulling out on Callis Ave. I know some baddies wanna link right off Lincoln Ave. I got the click, I went aside. You know I'm smarter with the pie. You know, stir it up a big and messy. Watch it lie. I used to middleman to your land aside. Listen up, trap queen, show me how to dabble with the pots. Stir it to the right end, pull a read up on the wide, leaning in your spot. You dig? Hey, we're never lacking at all. This fly shit is gon' glide. It ain't no option to fall. Sick in the way, my whole want a deep dive. All inside of my drawers, screaming out it's free Willie season. Miami vibes got my top of me, the chest off, no ring. Miami nights out on the strip. Pulling up in the latest whips. Always flying the latest trips. Yeah. Miami nights. Miami nights. Yeah. Miami nights out on the strip. Pulling up in the latest whip, yeah. Miami nights on the strip, yeah, yeah. Miami nights.
If I were you, I would think about climbing on board.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tuesday Night Train WX8BK broadcast. I am Bits. I am a co-host along with One Wheel Willie and Mike Nash. Jump on the train. It's about to leave the station. Don't worry about your tickets because, of course, the ride's always on us. How you doing, Willie?
Great. Oh, great.
Cool.
Just got back from a little mountain vacay. And went from 16 to 60 today, Fahrenheit, temperature wise on the way home.
That's
great. It's nice outside right now.
That is beautiful. We're having a nice warm session up here in my neck of the woods in Canada as well. We're doing good. I'm happy with it. I got Mike Nash. I invited him up to co-host. I didn't know if I missed him. It didn't work, but we'll see.
I tried to invite him to speak too.
Maybe he's shy.
So yeah, I'm gonna go through and because we know our guest tonight doesn't use Twitter a whole lot. It's mostly on Instagram. English is not his native tongue, but you know when he told us that when we met him, we were like, dude, you speak way better in English than we do. So but I'm gonna go through and pin some of his artwork up so everybody that's listening can have a little idea of who we're talking to and what kind of art he does.
And we'll bring him up in a few minutes after we do our normal housekeeping and you know talk about the weather for another 5 minutes. Let the people roll. And of course, everybody in the room, if you don't mind giving it a little tweet out, we'll get this thing rolling out there. It's going to be a good space tonight. We got Jen down there, Fendel, Daddy V Daughters, bless y'all. And of course, we got the A&R department down there, the Chick Threes, hanging out down there.
Yeah, she was repping hard
Oh, dude,
up
that
in
was
a
awesome.
she threw up that
Holy
Mike
smokes,
Nash.
man! That was amazing, dude. That was great.
Yeah, she tried to do it from like the I don't know. She was looking at Bits's like PFP or something there. She's like trying to zoom in. I'm like I have the raw. Let me just send you the raw file. So she was her medium is definitely chalkboard. She loves to do that.
Dude,
So
that's
I saw this chalkboard at the brewery, and I'm like, there's a bucket of chalk over there. I'm like, hey, throw something up there for us. And then she took it from there.
As long as she wasn't beating up and pushing little kids out of the way to get to the chalkboard, I'm okay with that. You said it was at the brewery, right?
Yeah, yeah. There
Okay.
was, I mean, it's a
You can
California
have
brewery
kids.
though. There's always lots of kids around.
I was gonna say, in America, you guys, a lot of those places you can have kids in there. They just can't like sit at the bar or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it has to serve food basically in California.
was it like one of them spots where you
So
can write on a dollar bill and put it on the wall?
no, they just had two or three walls that had that were chalkboard, and they just had a bunch of chalk out. So really ephemeral, not as
Dude,
not
that's
as permanent as a $2 bill.
that's awesome, man. Holy smokes. Oh, what a dude, that is amazing. That made my whole damn week. That was really cool.
Yeah, I thought it was neat.
I thought it was really awesome too. That was dope. Good to see that. Good to see the word getting spread out there about the WX8BK.
Yeah, like
Uh,
she just was like, "Hey, can I get a paper towel? I need to tear this board down." Just started covering it all over.
it's like that's it.
Well,
Get away! Get away! Put up
she
some.
learned she
Put up.
learned the
Oh,
street rules.
yeah. There you
She knew
go.
she knew she had to go big or go home. So
And well, she did. She represented like huge. Like even like I really like the at WX8BK. Like she even dropped the Twitter in there too. That
yeah,
was
it was really cool.
that was good. Yeah, that was awesome to see. My weekend wasn't so great. I just had a shit show of a weekend. Everything I touched turned to shit. And that was it. I'm glad I didn't touch myself this weekend because it probably wouldn't have ended well. It was just horrible. I was like, man, I want Monday to come. That's how it's like, man, I want Monday to come. This weekend sucks. I mean, it was okay. Don't get me wrong. It was still a weekend. I didn't have to go to work, but you know, it seemed like every little project I tried to do around the house, it was like you either had to go and get something or you find out you need 20 more things. It was brutal. Anyways, but got to spend the weekend
Just
with my
just
dog.
just nothing working, huh?
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. We made it through, and then we got to Monday, and everything turned out pretty good. So now here we are. It's even better now because it's Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. It's on the night train. We're in the lounge car. We're having drinks. I don't have a drink. I have a water next to me. I do want a beer. I've been buzzing around the house and meaning to have a beer, but I haven't calmed down yet. So
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
have
gonna
some
have to
water.
pour myself one here in a minute. Yeah.
So I got some
Okay.
water. I collected, got me a fancy dancy the hell did I collect? Sorry, hang on here. I'm going through nothing. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Um, a billionaire piece. I
Oh
collected a
yeah.
new piece. Yeah, yeah, new edition out there. I'll pin her up to the top because it's just pretty. And I like those vertical pieces. I'm really starting to fall in love with them. They're so colorful.
I think he's starting to play with some mechanics too.
Or,
Sorry,
or
they.
she.
We don't know if it's he or she. They. Yeah, they're starting to play with some mechanics and um, offer pieces as like one-ones to certain collectors somehow. I'm not sure how all of that's going down, but I saw it on their Twitter not too long ago.
Oh, right on. I don't know that I saw that. Maybe I did. I don't know. It's been you see so many things in a day.
Yeah, it
Well,
was.
Mike.
Well, I think that's what it was. It was if you had to comment if you commented on the piece on Twitter, then they did a random draw, and then you could offer whatever you wanted for it. And it was like a one of one that
Oh,
way.
oh, oh, right. Wasn't that? No, that wasn't the one that Mike Nash got last week. Mike Nash got a different one. It was only up for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I like slid right on in that one. Like that was like so luck. Like all the planets just aligned. That was nuts, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, you just got lucky, right?
Yeah, dude. Because
Basically.
I'd like spent the last couple of weeks taking taking care of my parents in Tennessee, and I have no downtime when I'm there. It's crazy. I can't go to the bathroom or sit down to eat a snack without somebody asking me to do something or it's crazy, man. Holy smokes. Finally back at the nest, and I've had like almost 2 days to decompress and just like sleep.
Yeah, just chill back out, calm back down. That's awesome. Um, Texadelic's
Oh, I
got
was
an
muted
FX.
there.
Oh,
Sorry. No, go ahead.
yeah, Texadelic, our friend down there. Well, he's not in there today, but he's got an FX hash piece. I hope it's dropping tonight and not last night because I feel real bad if I missed it. But I think it's dropping tonight, in 3 hours, I believe. So it's priced right, like 0.62 or something Tez right now. There's only 100 pieces of them, so that should be a cool piece. And we don't know if he's going private after that or not. We're not really sure actually. He's been kind of tweeting and Instagramming some things, and we're not sure what his plan is after this FX hash drop. So we may
Might
or may not see him after this.
who knows? Be
I don't know.
crazy. I'm a big Texadelic fan.
Dude,
Lots going on.
Tex has to stay. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do, man. Holy smokes, Tex is amazing. Um, we're trying to figure out how we can hook up and go to South by Southwest here in a little bit, um, and do that.
Is that the beginning of March? When is that, Mike?
Yeah, it's well, okay, so East Denver's like the end of February through the gosh, I don't know, the something of March, and then there's like 5 days after East Denver, and then it's like a full 10 days of South by, but I mean, it's not just a music festival anymore. It's like music festival, film festival, tech conference. Um, there's all kinds of things going on. So it might not be one of those things where you have to like spend 2 weeks in Austin, but I'd love to. Shit. I love that town. I've, I, back in the day, I used to play South by when it was just a music festival. Um, and there's some great artists that live there, so it'd be cool to like meet up with them. But uh, I, we're still trying to figure that out.
Yeah. Well, I hope you can. I hope you can get out there. I know I can't, but it'd be cool
Mike
for you to
Nash.
be out there representing
Mike
us.
Nash would be there. He'd be out there. Boom. We're gonna have to get Mike Nash a WX8BK hoodie
Yeah. So
and the
that I was
swag.
I was I was mad at myself this weekend too though because I didn't have any stickers on me, and like everywhere you go,
Oh man.
ski town, so sticker bombs
Yep.
everywhere. So I didn't have any to freaking post up bomb up anywhere. So I was kind of mad
Well,
about that. I was like, didn't think about it till after we got there.
we're learning about how many stickers we need to have and where we need to have them. You got to have them at all times.
Yeah, I just gotta have them exactly. You just gotta have them on me at all times.
Yeah.
At least have a couple in the car at all times.
We're
Be like,
we're
oh
learning.
shit, let me run out to the car.
We're learning. We're learning. We'll figure this thing out. We got this. It's I think it was you last week that posted up the one that you had sticker bombed a sign when we were in Miami, I think.
Oh yeah, something came up about Shepherd Ferry, and it was the one. It was right after we got
Oh,
done with our when we walls tour, and there was a Shepherd Ferry sticker and a perfect opening underneath it. So I put a WX8PK underneath it.
Right, that's right. You got to have good legs when you're out sticker bombing. You got to be able to jump. I'm too short for that stuff. I got to be crafty. I have to climb that stuff to get my stuff done.
Yeah.
um, uh, Before I even forget, too, while everybody's in here, I wanted to mention too. Next week we have Jen's a little loopy is going to be our guest next week. So if you want to come and visit us again, as a lot of you do every week, and we really appreciate each and every one of you that comes and hangs out with us, even if it's just for a little bit of time. But I think pretty much everybody in here are pretty hardcore listeners. Daddy V Daughters and the Chick are like solid. Fendel definitely puts in some hours with us on the night train in the lounge car. Always appreciate that, of course. But yeah, next week Jen's a little loopy. And then I think the week after that we have Ben K. Kenize. I should write that down. Kenenze. It's one of those things like Kelly Telfer that I need to write down because you're when you read it, you want to say it a different way. Your brain tells you that it's not how it's spelled. But
Yeah, I
maybe it's
agree.
just maybe I'm high. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It could
I
be.
agree.
Yeah. Right on. All right. Well, got a good little house in here. Got some homies in here. Always good to have. I was trying to send out a tweet, but I'm going to stop now. Oh, Dan Williams is down there. That's actually what I was going for. The tweet that I was looking for. Dan Williams released a new piece um, in his Journey with Friends uh, collection today. And that's what I had. I do have a tweet of that here that I was going to put up. Oof, I'll pin that up to the top because it's always good to support the homie from down under. So I'll get that up to the top, tweet that all. See here, I'm chewing gum and walking at the same time while talking on the microphone is what I feel like right now. It's too much. It's too much. If I was 17, I'd be able to do this no problem, right?
Well, you want me to bring our guest up then while you try to do that?
Absolutely.
Or you got something else for us?
No,
You got
I'll
any other
pin that.
business?
No, I'm good, man. I'm actually excited to get to the chatting tonight.
All
So
right.
please.
Yeah, the last thing is Threesomes Open Edition insert drop right now. It's also Super Bowl squares, so if you're into that, not into that, or want to dip your toes, now's the time. But with that, so I will bring up our guest here. This gentleman, we took us on a tour around Wynwood in Miami, um, and is an artist himself. Showed us all about all the street art down there, and told us all about street art culture, and just gave us just 10 years worth of street knowledge lessons in an hour and a half. And it was just so cool and such a cool dude. And like I said, um, artist himself, mostly on Instagram. Um, and I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I believe it's
Yeah,
Chuavevo. Chuavevo.
yeah, that's okay. It happens in my country that they even know how to pronounce my name. It's kind of hard, but yeah, it's Chuavevo.
Chuavevo.
Yeah, it
Suave.
came from the word like soft, like smoothie. It's kind of that.
Okay.
Yeah, it begins with a. They start to call me Chuave because here we have a product for cleaning clothes. Uh, like I don't know the real word that is like kind of for making your clothes uh, smoother. I don't know how to say, but it's like that. It's not a cleaner. It's another kind of
Like
product.
a fabric softener.
Yeah, exactly. And there was
I
a
think that's what we
character.
would
It
call
was a character in one brand that it was called Vivere. It was the brand, and the character it was called Chuave, like soft. So they started to call me like that because I was like similar to that character when I was 9 years old, something like that. So I took that name uh, like 3 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 years and a half for making art. But at the beginning, when I was a street illegal writer, I used to write the word answer. Don't ask me why, but because I don't know. But I was always writing answer, answer over and over again. But well, thanks for the space. Here I am in my workshop.
Yeah.
It's been a long without speaking English, so I will do my best.
Oh, you're doing fine. Yeah. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us and just catching back up.
Thanks you.
Like I said, we had to run shortly after, and I think you had some other tours you had to do. So
Hmm.
we probably could have sat there in Miami with you all night and
He
hung
had
out.
he had painting to do that night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. I remember. Well, now I'm in my country and I'm like going into a depression, I could say, like kind of sad. I came like 3 weeks ago to Argentina. I came back to Argentina, and it's like everything is like kind of boring. I could say, because well, the days that I was there in Miami, they were awesome. Everything, it was great.
Just a little slowed down in Argentina for you now. Not quite the fast paced scene of Miami.
Yeah. It's like that. I was in When I was in Miami, I was like every day going out to drink something or paint something and sharing with new artists from all over the world. So it was an amazing experience. Um, Now I came here and I'm in my hood, like going out to make some graffiti art, like illegal paintings, some commissions, but I really want to be there, like again. But I will go back to Miami in October.
To get ready for art basels next
Exactly.
year.
Yeah. I make a good contact with a gallery. I can't remember the name of the gallery. I remember the name of the guy, but I will buy the tickets for October. So I will have October and November for preparing a solo show at Wingwood, and it will be presented at well at Art Basel at November last week of November. So I'm so excited about that. But yeah, now I came here and it's like all the distance between the art points, like the art spots, they are so big. So you know that you were there at Wingwood, and in Wingwood you go out your home and you see art and art and art and art over and over again. So you get like sick of that, but in a good way, you know. So
Yeah,
now here
yeah.
I
You get
am,
you
and
you get
it's every
you just get used to it, really.
yeah. You get used to, and now that I'm here, it's like I go out and it's a lot of walls clean, like white, buffed with white, and I'm like, what the fuck? Sorry if I say bad words, but it's like that.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, that's totally
Yeah,
okay.
you
That's
you can
really
curse.
okay.
So well, here I am.
So how did you like really get started with art? Like,
Um,
did you pick it up later in life? Did you start as a kid? Like, give us
well,
give us a little background.
okay. I started at the age of probably 11, 12. It was like kind of attendance here in my. I'm from Cordoba, Argentina. That is at the center of the country. And in 2006, 2007, it was like attendance. All the kids they were out like doing skateboarding, breakdance, or graffiti art. And I started like a skateboarder. I started making skateboarding. Then I start to see that to saw a lot of graffiti, and they were like guys around 25, 27 years old, and they were like, I don't know how to say, they were like the best. Um, it was full of illegal graffiti. Now it's becoming a tendency, the muralism, that more planned, like commissions, kind of that. But
Yeah.
in that year, it was all illegal graffiti. So I was always good at like drawing, like in papers, and always being creative. Well, my mother is an artist too. My grandfather, it was an artist. My grandfather, it was an artist too. So probably it was in my blood. And so I started doing tags, like simple signatures at the streets. Always when I was going out of home, I try to pick up and I try to grab a marker, a paint marker, and I start making the art of tagging, graffiti tagging. Um, then I met for first time the spray can, and it's like only way. How do they say, like it's a road. If you take that road, probably you won't came back. It's like for all your life you will become a like an addict. So I started to paint graffiti bombs, like more complex graffiti art. Since that time, I couldn't uh, quit. So I was all the time playing that game, going out the streets and taking a look at all the walls. Um, I start to know who they were, the guys that they were painting at the streets, who they were, the crews. It's like a game, and you're playing that game all the time, like knowing new artists, knowing new styles, and practicing all the time. Probably in your home you always grab a pen and you're always making doodles in everything. So I started like that, but that was in probably 2007. And then I made a break because I had to work, and I had to start I started to work in a car dealer, and I made a big break. But in my mind, I was playing that game, like going in the streets in my car, watching all the street art, the urban art, the muralists, the graffiti art. So then 3 years ago, probably 3 years and a half, I came back to the game and I said, okay, I will make biggest things. So I start with the art of muralism, like planning things and trying to make biggest things, and that's like the challenge. But I think that now that I came back to my country after the experience of Wingwood, um, I'm like so influenced by the graffiti art again. I'm making illegal art again. That has sense. That's the thing that I'm making for having fun now.
So so when you came back a couple years ago doing murals and stuff, were those all commissioned or at least allowed, not illegal?
Kind of like probably 50-50. I started like when I was working in a car dealer, so it was good because I have enough money for buying paintings. No paintings, tools for paint. So I started to make a lot of illegal graffiti because it's like a handle of marketing. You can paint. Also, it's a the sense it's not that, but in a way you are making like free marketing because you are making advertisement in all the streets like for free. And in a way I was like the working at the car dealer, and at the time making illegal paintings, and at the time trying to grab some big murals, big walls, for making my first big pieces. And then after I make my first big pieces, I start to have some commissions because all the people they are able to see your work, and they said, okay, this guy have talent, so I will call this guy for painting, I don't know, probably my restaurant. I don't know, kind of that. But a
Yeah.
few years ago, 2 years ago, here in my city, they made a big movement that it was for reborn the murals, and it was on charge of the state. So in a way, it's like good, but in another way, it's like a political move, So they start to make big murals, and I was called for making that big murals, and that was the thing that it makes me like grow a lot, because it was when it was going down the COVID. So I started to paint like big buildings with that opportunity, and that was the big thing that it makes me came back like in a good way. But it was 50-50. I could say that it was 50-50, and now I'm handling the same. Like I'm trying to sell some art pieces like canvases, some murals, but at the time I'm trying to not I'm trying to take care about the streets, like illegal painting too, because if you are making illegal painting, you have the same respect that you used to have, because you start with that.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
like that.
super cool. That's really interesting.
Oh,
Like having street cred.
yeah, it's kind of that. Well, I don't know if it's going well. My English is going well.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, because
Your English
I
is great.
arrived here 3 weeks ago, and since that time I wasn't speaking English. This is my first time in 3 weeks.
Man, you're fabulous. Like no
Thanks.
problem. You speak once again. You probably speak better than most people in this room. Maybe. No offense, everybody. No offense, everyone. No offense, everyone.
No. I told you that it was my first time. Like speaking. When we were at the tour.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
I started in this season. It was my first travel, and it was my first experience like speaking English. And I think that the thing of making tours, it was the tool that it allows me to learn the language fast.
Yeah, if you immerse yourself like that, you're kind of forced to, right?
Yeah,
And you get to practice all day.
yeah. The thing that I'm doing now is I'm trying to see some movies, with no subtitles. That I can keep in touch with the language with that.
Well, you can come visit with us every Tuesday. You can come in here and you can hang out
With
and
no problem.
you can talk to us. Oh, sure, man.
Yeah, with no
Absolutely.
problem. With no problem. I was hearing the
Yeah.
the first minutes, and it was so fun. I was like entertaining myself.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
What's what
you can drink something too. I'm drinking something.
what are
sound
you
good?
drinking down there in Argentina?
Here we drink a lot. It's like a kind of like a rum. It could be like the same as a rum, but it's like a rum, yeah, like Cuban rum, but it's a drink that is called Fernet, and it's from Italy.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Fernet.
Yeah, we drink a lot here. It's like here in Cordoba is the place in all over the world when they sell most of quantity of Fernet in all over the world, because they drink here Fernet with Coke, with Coca-Cola, with Coke. So we
I'll
we are
have to
used
try
to.
that sometime.
You try it? Have you
I'll
tried
have to.
yet?
Yeah, I have not. No, I'll have to try that some next time I'm out somewhere that's got it.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
good
have any at
drink.
the house, but yeah, I'll have to give that a try sometime.
I don't think I've ever had Fernet,
Yeah.
or
No, the
maybe
Italians never had the Italian
I
Fernet.
probably when I'm in Italy, I probably have, but I just just like whatever, give it to me. Woo, this is good.
It's very botanical. It's kind of like
Oh, it's like
very
Vecchio d'Amaro,
yeah,
It has
right? Like kind of
like
like
a
that.
like a lot of herbs. It's kind of
yes.
Jagermeister in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck,
kind
are
of
we
that.
talking about the same? Okay, hang on, Willie. I got to go to the fridge. You got to take this.
He's probably got a half bottle in there. He's probably drinking it last night.
It's supposed to be an art talk, but we are talking about drinks.
Oh, we talk about everything. We talk about all kinds of stuff.
Awesome, awesome.
Um, but to get back to your art, how did the mural that you did for Winwood for Art Basel this year turn out? I don't think we ever saw pictures of that. I don't think I saw them on your Instagram or anything.
Yeah, yeah. I have the opportunity to. I can't remember when it was when we met. I can't remember if it was on Art Basel or before or after Art Basel. Do
It
you
was
remember
like
that?
the first day of Art Basel, I think, is when we all when
Ah,
we all got there.
probably.
It was like
Yeah,
the Wednesday
probably.
or Thursday of Art Basel,
Okay,
and
yeah.
you were
A
just getting
few
ready
days.
to.
A few days later, they gave me a wall. Well, I was trying to participate in the Wingwood Mural Festival that it happens during Basel, and they give me a wall. So they gave me a wall. So I was painting that wall probably the next day or the same day that you were with me at the golf cart. Um, then I have the opportunity to share with some artists that they are from Brazil and Spain. I don't know if you have ever heard about Cráneo from Brazil and Pez Barcelona, that is from Spain. In a way, they were like inspiration for me when I was a child, and I had the opportunity to meet these guys, and we paint a big wall together. So I was so happy with that. Um, I have the opportunity to paint like uh, four four or five walls at Wingwood. So I came back.
Oh wow!
Yeah, yeah. After they we met us, I paint like five. I think that yeah, they were five, and one of them it was inside like a hotel. So it was difficult to see. It's difficult to see by the street, but
What
yeah.
was that the hotel that we ended the tour at?
Mm,
Was that same
no,
hotel, or
no,
was it
no,
a different
not
one?
not that one. It was another one. It's another one that is at the Second Avenue, that is called Wingwood Place, and it's a big building that they rent you big rooms. They are like they are like the like apartments, and it was all painted at the beginning by Cranio from Brazil, and for another artist that it's a local from Miami, that but it was from Cuba, that is called Adrian Avila, that is a realistic painter. So we have the opportunity to paint over there. Obviously, it was most of the murals that I have been painting. They were like without a payment, like just for the big honor for being there.
Hmm. Yeah.
But it's like the first step that you have to make for having for having your place there, and a few days before coming here, they asked me for my portfolio at the museum. Remember that I told you guys that I was working at the golf carts and also inside the Wingwood Walls Museum. They asked me the portfolio, so probably I don't know if this year, but probably next year, I will be able to have a wall down there that it will be like my dream.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that. So, if that happens, you will have to be there. So in the show, in the first show.
Yeah, I plan on being back in Miami next year for sure. So yeah, we'll definitely have to see it. We'll make that part of the trip for sure.
That will be awesome.
You're like a rock star. We got it. We're gonna have to tour with you.
No, no, no. Probably I don't know. Here in Argentina, kind of, kind of. But in USA, I'm like a new guy.
Yeah, but you're getting loads of opportunities, and that's the big deal right
Hmm.
there, right? You're lots of chances, and that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm so
Did
happy. I'm so happy, and
I
always
pick,
did
always being at the game. Like putting all my energy on that. Um, you know that a lot of times you can have an like a no as a response, like a negative response, but you have to keep going, and I think that that's the sense of all of this, and obviously if you want to have success, you have to fight hard. So I'm trying to do that.
That's awesome. I just I pinned up at the top of the space here. I pinned up the only picture that I had of you is up there at the top.
Ah,
You're talking
great, man.
tourist.
Great, great. Well, I'm so grateful that you called me for this like interview, because I remember the day that I met you guys, and you told me that like, do you want to talk in the Twitter? I don't know, blah blah blah. And well, here we are.
Hey, we know famous people when we meet them.
You have the how do they call the ability of that.
Yep, that's our special ability, 100%. um, so your kind of pieces that you've done, like your characters, your style, is that what you've always done? I mean, I've only ever seen. I was trying to find one here in the tweet. Oh, Willie, you actually put some up at the top, didn't you? There.
Yeah,
Um,
for everyone listening, I've got a couple of his tweets pinned up there at the top for a
Yeah,
quick glance of his style and stuff.
yeah. I usually don't use I didn't use the Twitter. I used to post everything at Instagram, but at my beginnings, I used to paint only um, letters, like graffiti letters with the name answer. That I was always doing that tag and that kind of pieces. But I think in a way that I would start talking a little bit deep, but I think in a way it was because of my mother. I start to paint the faces and trying to show emotional moods. Because my mother it has it could call a condition. Uh, I don't know how do they call that in English, but it's like um, when the people they go so high and then they go so down, like bipolar. It could be called something like that. Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
yeah. It
yes.
has a disorder with that. So well, I was living all my life with that, and I think in a way, if you want to make murals and if you want to make your art last forever and to spread a good message, you have to have a purpose, you know. I think in a way, when I took the things a little bit serious, I said, okay, I will make something with this. I would like to express a lot of different emotional moods, and I would like to share that with the people. And probably, I think that probably my goal is to probably show to the people that there are some moods that in a way we always consider that they are bad moods, like I don't know, if you're angry, if you're sad, and I try to show that in a good way, because with a good color palette you can show that bad, considered bad feeling in a good way, so you can accept that as a part of life. I think that that's my goal. That's why I start to paint like characters.
that's beautiful, man. That's a cool backstory to that.
Thanks.
That is neat.
Thanks. I don't get used to talk about this. It's like because they never asked me, or they never. I don't know. Probably I don't write this in a biography. If I have the opportunity, I can tell to the people. But I think that that's my goal.
Yeah, this is exactly why we wanted to have you on. We want to, we want this is the stuff we want to hear about. Why you do what you do and
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
and how you got there. So thank you for taking that journey with us.
No, for sure. It's an honor to me.
Um, so this I really liked this. this NASCAR piece you did. How
Yeah,
how long ago was that?
yeah. No, no. With that, it was so fun. The story is so fun. Um at Wingwood, it's a guy. It's a guy painting at Wingwood since probably the 2000. That is called Golden. It's a really talented guy that is from Venezuela originally, but he's living at USA at Miami since the 2000, and he's painting a lot. So he have a lot of big commissions to do. He used to manage some teams for making that commissions. They call him for painting at NASCAR. It wasn't his first time. He used to paint at NASCAR every year. This year,
Okay.
last year, sorry, they called him, and he called 8 different artists from different places. Well, I met this guy over there at Wingwood Boogies. He said, "Hey, I like your style." We were like trying a new marker. It was like a dripping marker, and he was trying that in a surface, like in a door. Um, I in my bag, I was having another marker, so we started to talk about that. And the guy said, "Hey, I like your style. You should come with me for painting at NASCAR. You can come with me. I will give you, I don't know, some quantity of money, and you can come. You will paint lip. It will be a lip painting. Um, it will be on Saturday and Sunday." Uh, so I said, okay, it's a good opportunity. Thanks a lot. I appreciate a lot your well the invitation. I'm so happy. So I went over there on Saturday. Well, I paint. I make a lot of like the main lines, and I made all the color fill. For Sunday, I left only the black lines. Like the black lines is like you have to be so focused, and it's like the best part for me is the best part of painting. Like when you have all the paint done, except from the black lines. So I said, okay, I will work hard on Saturday, and on Sunday I will make the black lines. In that weekend, it was a big festival on Wingwood that it was called the Three Point Festival. That is full of artists. It was black coffee, electronic music, and then it was Rosalia. I don't know, a lot of stuff going on over there. So I was not planning to go to the festival, but it came the guy from Wingwood Baggies, and he told me, I have some tickets. If you want, we can go and hang out for a while, just a couple of hours. Okay, but tomorrow I have to work, I said. Well, I went over there, and I get so drunk and high. And then I fall asleep for Sunday. Um, we supposed to be there at it was so fun. We're supposed to be there at 8 o'clock at the workshop of Golden of the guy. And you know that here in Argentina we have like the clock, like the watch. We don't use like AM and PM. We use, I don't know, 14,
Uh,
14.
Right.
You
yeah.
know, like
24-hour.
yeah. So I put my clock for waking up at 8, but it was at 8 p.m., not 8 a.m. So I fell asleep. I went to the bed like 6 a.m., and I was pretending to wake up at 6:30, something like that. No, 7:30, something like that, and I fall asleep. So I screwed everything, and I came with my car. I came with my car. It was from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and I arrived at 2 p.m. So I make the lines so fast. But I was doing a big effort. They were good, the lines, but I paint like 2 hours so focused, and All the other guys, they were like drinking something and taking the things like chill. And I came and the guy said, "You cannot do this to me. It's the last time that you work with me." So I
Oh
was saying,
no.
no, man, I screwed everything because it was a big, big opportunity. But well, it was a mistake that it could happen, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think the piece turned out great.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Um,
That's like when I talk that when I tell that to my partners, I said, man, I'm so like sad because I failed with this guy, and they said, like, man, the piece is awesome, the work is done. The bad thing it will be if you never show up over there, but you show up and you finish your piece. Uh, that's great. You make it work. But I was like a week in a way like sad because of that. But it's everything all right with that guy. He said, okay, you will never work again with me, but I respect your art.
Well, there you go. That'll free up some time to work with somebody else then.
Yeah, no, I know
We
that he will forgive me probably next year or this year.
up here
yeah, I hope so.
in in North America, we do that all the time for work all the time. We screw that up all the
Yeah.
time. We'll party and oh shit, sorry, I set it for PM, not AM, right?
So I know I wasn't the one doing that. I think that it was just uh, me that it was saying that like that,
Oh yeah,
like a lie. But it wasn't a lie. It was true.
yeah, for sure. Uh, see, you got a good story to go with that piece that you create.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I think that is the first time since I came here that I'm telling this to somebody. But yeah, it was like the first meeting with Golden. That is like the probably is that guy is the owner of all the walls over there. It's so respected, and he's a member from One Up. That is a crew from Berlin. That is one of the biggest crew in all over the world. That they are like well known because they used to paint trains. They are like 30 people that they used to paint trains in 3 minutes or something like that. So they are so respected, and this guy is part of that crew. So it's
That's cool.
so respected in all Miami and in all over the world. But I think that everything it will be good. I think that he will forgive me.
Well, I hope
Yeah, you'll
so.
you'll get another chance, I'm sure.
Yeah, I hope. I hope.
That's funny. The One Up crew. That's like when people drop names about different crews around the world. That's I don't never know the names, but One Up is like one of the only ones that I've ever recognized, and I
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll
Probably
pat
you
myself.
you keep that name in your mind for all your life. It's so easy to remember that name, and it has a good message at the back because they talk about one united planet, one united people, one united power. So it have a sense. That's good in graffiti art. Uh, it's like not common that they are just trying to I don't know how to say they are it's like a matter of ego and they are always trying to show the name, just the name without a purpose, without a message. And these guys they have a good message, talking about hope and well and empathy.
That is good to have a message behind it. I've
Hmm.
never thought of it that way. That's awesome.
Hmm.
I finally got to my beer. I'm pretty happy I got to my beer. I just had to tell everybody that. Cool, man.
That's
Guys, and,
funny.
and you're making this for a long, like this kind of interviews.
We'll hang out as long as you want to talk to
No,
us,
no,
basically.
we've been doing them for just about a year.
Ah, great, great, great. That was the thing that I was wondering. But I
Oh,
never use Twitter, but I think that this kind of space it's great for talking and sharing things. It's amazing.
Yeah, we've Willie and I started doing them to talk about gameplay in an NFT game that we were playing,
Uh-huh.
Wag Me Wine, and it kind of evolved into this because we had friends that played that were artists, and we liked art.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like learning about art because really I know nothing about art whatsoever. I know that if I look at something, I know if I like it, but I know nothing about art. So I've been learning about art, and we found a lot of the spaces
Mm-hmm.
were very shilly. It was always people trying to sell stuff, and the conversations were always all over the place, and it never really focused. And what we've
and
evolved this into
a
now.
lot of the same conversation too of just
Yeah.
we're all doing the same thing and we're all trying to do the same thing. It's like it just got repetitive listening to them. So we're like, yeah,
Oh, great.
just do our own thing.
It takes a better sense now.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's when we started just talking to artists about the actual art. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, I think that's amazing because with this kind of social networks, you can connect people from all over the world, and you can know about the different cultures. I don't know, probably now I'm talking about my art, but also I'm talking about different people from different places, and I think that's great. The idea that you have, it's amazing.
Yeah, it makes for beautiful connections, like it
Hmm.
really does. And, all around the world, because I'm in Canada. Most of the folks in here are in the United States. Dan Williams, who's in the space tonight, he's from Australia.
Oh, great.
Um, so yeah, we've connected with lots. We have friends in Scotland. We have talked to people all over the world. The only thing that becomes hard is when you get into the big time differences. What time is it
Yes,
where you are?
yes. Here it's like 12. It's 12 p.m. Yeah, 12 p.m.
So like lunchtime,
Midnight.
midnight,
Midnight.
midnight.
midnight,
Yeah, midnight.
midnight.
Okay.
It's midnight, but I'm here in my workshop drinking something, so I'm good. And I think that probably if you want to have me another time for talking about something specifically, I can be here because it will be good for me for practicing my language. So you can count with me.
Yeah, I love it. I
Perfect.
mean, you're if there's ever something that you do want to talk about specifically, at a different time. I mean, if you want to talk about something now, let's get into it. But if there's something later down the road that comes up, you want to promote something or tell us about something new,
Uh,
just come on and let us know, and we'll be glad to have you.
Okay, yeah, I think that
Um,
that probably something that I think that for today I'm kind of done because I have a long day, but probably we can talk about I think no, it's just an idea, but I think that we can talk about the big differences that they are between the I don't know if it's something like hard to talk, but we have a lot of differences between the different cultures with the uh, art sale, like selling art, and the tools that you have. Uh, Suppose I will tell like shortly, a little bit shortly, but since I came here, I was telling you that I'm kind of sad in a way because over there at USA, uh, they give a lot of value to the art. You know, here in Argentina, they give value in a way, but it's kind of hard to live uh, by the art. Like since I came, I was painting two commissioned paintings. When I went to the paint shop, to the paint store, to buy the things that they came from Spain, from Barcelona, it was no stock. It was nothing. Well, like no materials. You said, man,
yeah,
that's amazing. I was a month ago over there at Miami. Whatever you want, you can pick up from the store. I came here and I have to start dealing with that again. And you said, man, it's like why? It's like why we have this? it's so big, the thing to talk, but it's in a way kind of sad. And you said, man, that's why I'm missing a lot USA. But hopefully, I'm so happy because I know that I will go back to Miami at the end of the year, and it was a good season. I was able to sell some big pieces a few days ago, a few days before I came to Argentina back. I sell 4 art pieces to a guy from how do they call this place? Brico, the Miami. Um, I tell the prices of the art stuff, and the guy said, "Okay, it's awesome. I like your art. Your art is dope. I will pay whatever you want." And here, that it's like kind of weird. It's so difficult, But I think that in a way that's a good topic to talk.
Yeah, I think, and like I say, I know it's late for you, so we can get into it another day. But I think NFTs are really starting to bridge
Hmm.
that gap. I mean, that's kind of why we're all here. Um, and I think it is a good bridge.
Yeah, because
Um,
you can as you said, you can be in, I don't know, probably at Africa, in Angola, and you can sell NFT to all the world, and you can have the value that you deserve.
yeah, absolutely. So I don't know how much you've looked into that, but if that's something you want to know more about but don't know where to start or something or anything like that, reach out to us. We'll definitely
Okay.
set you up with the right people
Yeah,
to
yeah.
talk to
With
and
that,
talk to you about it.
yeah, with the NFT, it's like in a way, as I told you, I started to paint again like 3 years and a half ago. So I'm getting focused a lot in paintings, like physical paintings. But all the time I receive like suggests like, yeah, you should start with NFT, you should start with NFT. And I made my wallet, and I made my account at I can't remember the name. OpenSea, it could be called.
OpenSea, yeah.
OpenSea. So I made my platform over there, but I left everything like without I didn't share anything. But it's something that I have in my list for making probably this year. Now that I'm here, that I know that I will have a lot of uh, free time, I will get focused in that. And anything that I need, I will call you guys.
Yeah, please do. I mean, my first thing would be, start on Tezos. We're
Hmm.
we're big fans of the Tezos blockchain, and that's
Ah,
that's where a
okay.
lot of artists are, if you will.
Okay, how it's called?
And Tezos, Tezos,
T
and I,
E.
I Tezos is the
Okay.
blockchain as opposed to Ethereum or Bitcoin or Solana.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I will take a look over
But
there.
yeah, and I can shoot you some links, and like I said, we could definitely get you in touch with you see Paper Buddha down there. He's kind of a big player in the Tezos system and
Amazing.
several
That
chains, and
that will be that will be
he's
great.
super helpful, real nice guy. So he'd be a great connection.
Okay,
Um,
amazing.
but before you go tonight, though, I do have something else, something very specifically I did wanted to ask you about, kind of on along
Yeah.
the same thing is you had a wiener dog painting that was like a 2 by 2, 2 foot by 2 foot canvas.
Yeah. 2 foot by 2 foot. That
It
is.
was something like that. I think it was about that size. I just saw the wiener dog on canvas on your Instagram,
That it
and
was. I shared it at the feed or at the stories.
I don't remember. I'm
I can't remember what piece it was. It was like a mural, or it was a canvas.
No, it was on canvas. Um, yeah, I think I thought it was about, just from how you were holding it. Like I said, I thought it was about 2 foot square.
Ah, yeah,
canvas
probably it was
of
the
of a
last that I made. Yeah, they were like, um, it was like 8 feet by 8 feet, um, and they were the
was it that big?
commission paintings. Yeah, they were the commission paintings that I made before leaving USA. That I made for this guy from Brickell. Um, the guy sent me an idea, and they were two big pieces. You're talking about that ones that they were like two. That
It was
I'm
no,
stand
it.
at the side.
I'm trying to find it
I know which ones that you're talking about, but Willie is talking about a different one,
Ah,
I
okay, okay.
think.
Yeah, I'm
But
talking
those,
about the one that's a wiener dog, and like his head starts at the top and his bottom's at the bottom of the painting. Yeah,
Like a
it's
dog.
yeah, yeah.
Ah, I
It's
can't
it's it's just
remember.
it's just a it's just a black and white. You're holding it in front of you. Let me see if
was
I
that a
can.
was it on his Instagram or was it on his
It's on
Twitter?
yeah, it's on Instagram. Let me see if I can.
Oh,
How do I can I share it to Twitter maybe?
Here I'm on Instagram trying to take a look.
Okay, it's
It's like a wide.
no, yeah, it's just black and white.
Ah, okay.
It's just a black and white dog,
but is it
uh,
a
and
dog?
you're wearing sunglasses and holding it in front of
Ah,
you.
yeah, yeah. I know what you.
And hold it in front of
Ah,
you.
yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's one that is like, yeah, yeah. No, I'm holding with my hands.
Yes, yeah,
That is like a dog in three different parts.
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. That one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
With that, I don't know why. I don't know why. Really, I don't know why. But
Perfect answer.
no, really, really, I don't know why. Because I never had a dog like that one.
Well,
But
we've got three of them, so I love it.
yeah, yeah. You know that here I made an art piece and I sell that. I was telling you that it's hard to sell here, but I sell like I post it on Instagram and probably 2 hour. It takes me 2 hours to sell it. Like all the people that they have like that kind of dogs, they get sick with that. They said, oh, I
Yeah,
want that one, and they a lot of people they said, hey man, do you make tattoo art? Because I want to make a tattoo because I have a dog that it looks like that. So yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But it's nothing special. It's just that I like the how do they call like the body of that kind of dogs. It's like so satisfying to draw. You know. and you can play with the body because it's a long body. So you can play,
Yes.
you can put the body in different ways and different directions. I think that is because of that.
Well, I absolutely love it. I want one. I was gonna see if it was still
Yeah.
available, basically.
Well, this year, if we met over there at Wingwood, I can make one for you.
I'll take you up on it.
There you
Oh,
go.
and I will share you. I will share you now. Uh, while I'm talking here, I'm drawing. You know, always when I'm doing something, I'm drawing. So I will share you the the draw that I made
Cool.
by Instagram. That is a completely all made it by pen. It's a complete paper. I will send you by Instagram now. That's the thing that I was
That's
doing during the meeting.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Do you mind if I post this up to Twitter
No,
for us?
no, that's why I share to you because
Okay. All right.
I was writing things like AM, PM, then Open C, then One Up, and just talking
Okay.
and drawing. You know.
Okay.
are you pinning
Can
it?
I?
Are you?
No, he doesn't want. Do you mind if I just send it to
No,
the
it's okay.
co-host here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's okay. Yeah, share it, share it. It's just doodle things, doodle things.
I gotta figure out how to
I
copy
went.
and send it.
I
Well,
went on. That's funny. Instagram. I got to start using Instagram more. Anyway. Also, just before you leave, I just wanted to ask if anybody that's been in here since the beginning and been hanging out listening, if anybody has a question that they have for our guest, you could definitely request if you wanted to ask a quick question
Yeah, yeah. It's now
before he takes off and has a nap.
or
Yeah,
never.
yeah, that's it.
No, no, no. We will
Oh,
keep in touch.
cool. So Willie just shared with me that uh, all your doodles. I love it.
It's weird stuff. Just
Yeah.
I put Shepherd Ferry because I hear you talking about the Shepherd Ferry, and I start to put the word raro like R-A-R-O. I don't know why.
Right.
Raro in Argentina in Spanish it means weird, and I don't know why I put that at the beginning, and I
That's
start to play with that word because I like the letters.
it's
yeah.
okay. We can be weird.
Yeah. Totally. It's a pleasure to be called weird. Shepherd. What? Oh, cool. That's dope. That's awesome. That's you
You saw that?
created. Oh,
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
those fingers limber.
Very cool.
Oh
Well,
man, this.
guys, I will go to my bed because I haven't had dinner yet. So I will make
Ooh,
something to eat, and I will go to the bed.
Well, thank you so much for catching up with us and hanging out with us. And yeah, we'll definitely be in touch, and we'll for
Yeah,
sure
man.
see you in Miami next year. So,
Yeah, please.
um,
It was a big honor for me and a big pleasure, and I have a lot of fun because like being connected with the USA and with this culture and with all these things that I was like learning now with the language too. It's like it's exciting for me. So I'm so happy.
thank you, man. I really appreciate you taking the time to hang with us, and I'm glad we made you happy because you made us happy tonight too by hanging out
Thanks,
with us.
guys. Thanks a
Cheers,
lot.
brother.
Thanks a lot. Well, we keep in touch, so probably we can talk in a few weeks about another kind of things if you want. Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, guys. It was a big pleasure. Thanks a lot for the space.
Thank you. Everyone, make sure that you follow him on Instagram and on Twitter. So most of his
Okay.
stuff's on Instagram. So
Okay. Thanks a lot.
well,
Thanks a lot, and
thank you.
I send you a big hug to all of you guys.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Right
Bye
back
bye.
at you. All right.
Bye bye. Bye.
That was awesome. What a great guest.
Yeah, that
Fantastic
was
guest.
fun. I mean, it's always fun, but that was
Yeah.
I didn't
He
know what
didn't
we were
sound
gonna get into. So
he didn't sound like he was tired.
I know.
But mind you,
I
he
know.
probably knew. He's like, I'm hungry. I probably should shut this down. Drinking, not eating
Yeah.
anything.
Well, he did ask me ahead of time too, and so give him our standard, yeah, you hang as little or as long as you want. And he said, yeah, he'd probably be in for about 30, 45 minutes. So I didn't realize he was they were an extra hour ahead of Miami. And I didn't know he wasn't in Miami still either. So
Yeah, I wasn't too sure. That was going to be my first question, but that was answered very early on in the hangout session here. Yeah, that was really cool to chat with him. I love that. How many people in your life have you ever heard that have been from a non-English speaking country speaking English and they go, oh, I don't speak very well. Sorry. How's my English? And it's like, dude, like you're speaking more proper than I do.
yeah, I was surprised Mike didn't chime in there, buddy.
Oh man, dude, I wanted to chime in. I'll chime in. Like I do at the end of everything.
I
I know.
figured you'd have some more questions. And
Oh my gosh,
foreign.
yeah, dude. Yeah, well, I wanted to praise him for the mullet for sure. And just oh my gosh, just the understanding of the scene and everything. Um, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I was just having such a good time, just fucking soaking it all in, man.
Yeah, sometimes it's just good to be entertained, right? 100%.
Well, I mean, it's just learning,
Yeah.
and it's amazing, and it's fucking rad.
Yeah, it was in my personal opinion, it was a textbook example of how these spaces go. Like I dug it, the his story about how he got into the faces, the characters that he paints all the time. Like I thought that was amazing because his mom had bipolar disorder and like he wanted to show all of those feelings in a different way. He wanted to show anger, but in a positive way, which is, I mean, I don't know, it kind of sounds mind blowing a little bit. Show anger in a positive way, but yeah, it's cool. He's very passionate about what he does. I mean, what he does. I mean, not that none of the other guests we've had or artists are not passionate, but he had the vibe, man. You could tell it was vibrating through his body as he was talking about it, right? Well, I mean, obviously, he filled up a whole page with scribbles and kind of cool artwork while he was chatting with us.
Well, and again, one of these guys where we just see a little tiny tip of the iceberg of their work, and he's on the golf cart. He says, "Yeah, I'm going to come back and help on this mural tonight in Wynwood," and then not knowing, oh, he did 5 murals, and he
right?
worked with all these other people, and has all these like huge commission sales. Like, whoa, like it was just a cool dude with some cool art. Like,
Yeah.
no idea that he's like actually this kind of big, well-known artist.
Yeah, no, I mean that was totally 100% true. He'll have to be at the Willie's Wall Festival.
Oh, absolutely.
All right,
bring him
in.
Holy smokes, dude, that'd be amazing. Hell yeah.
I actually thought about on my back fence today when I came home, because one of my neighbors from a ways down had commented on where there had been some graffiti on my fence, and it was a small bit of tag that had been my dad covered up with some weird green paint or something like that. But I've got like this 100-foot fence that's 7 feet tall, and I thought, it'd be really nice to have somebody fucking do this up. See if somebody, because it's a dog park behind my house, so maybe see if they could do like a dog theme, some fucking big giant milk bone or something like that. It's
do a proper piece though.
Yeah. No, not like the tag that was covered up on it or the stupid. Yeah. Actually, the one up, it's really funny because down below my place, there's not too far, there's an overpass, and somebody very recently did one up underneath the overpass, and I as soon as I looked at it, I'm like, no fucking way in this world is that legit in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's so terrible.
Yeah, you're like,
So
no, I've seen some true one-ups. This is
yeah,
not
no. Well, and there's other
not
pieces.
representative.
There's other pieces under that underpass that aren't one ups, and they're definitely better than whatever the hell that person was trying to achieve with that. But I dig. It's a great culture. It's neat, and it's cool that he does the mix of legal and not.
Keeping the street cred.
Yeah, like that's. But I guess like, does that ever disappear? It probably never disappears, right? You probably always be doing that shit. I mean, even just slapping a sticker up somewhere is still a form of it, right? Like, when I was in Miami too, I remember just walking from my place up to your place, Willie. I remember always seeing people slapping stickers all over the place. That's cool.
Yeah.
I definitely want to make some more new stickers for the WX8BK and change it up a bit. We need a little bit more variety. Eye-opening now for slapping up and sticking everywhere. We got to get Mike Nash some, I guess, because if Mike Nash is going to roll into all these fantastic events, he's got opportunity there.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. Like I don't know. Like, sticker bombing was one thing when I was in a band. Dude, it was a whole nother thing the first time that I went to NFT NYC and was hanging out with the Paper Buddha crew. Holy smokes, dude. Like, we'd walk like 2 blocks, and then I just look back, and all of a sudden there was like 3,000 stickers just looking at you. It was crazy, man. It's like, dude, it's like, we used to hit, like, I don't know, bathrooms, basically. I don't know, street lights and bathrooms. But holy shit, dude. The PB crew hit it all up, and I didn't even know it was going on. It was right underneath my nose. That was crazy, dude.
That's the best part about it. I remember I had a buddy that had a business, and he ordered like fucking 10,000 stickers or whatever for his business. So we all started sticking them on doors. When you walk into a business and it'll have like the Visa symbol and MasterCard, like we accept all these things like stickered on the door. And then we would always throw his sticker in there. And it got to the point where, like, in the area of where his business was, it was like you could not walk into any business or go to any gas station or whatever without having a Toys for Boys sticker on there. It was awesome. It's such an art when it gets done right, and it works out.
Hey, Mike Nash, I want you to write something down for the 1-year anniversary show. I want you to write down what the fuck Toys for Boys is.
Yeah, I was
Let's
just
save that
thinking
one for
about
later,
that,
though.
man.
Let's save that one
That
for
sounds a
later.
little greasy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
It'll
let me
be
put it in
nothing
the
but
book.
dude, it'll be a solid question. You save that for the 1-year anniversary show. I'll answer that one, but everybody's going to have to tune in to find out what it's about.
we got a little intimate space here with nothing but homies. So if anybody wants to come up and chat, just request. We'll have you up.
Whoa! You got me a little worried there when we're talking Toys for Boys, and then you talked about us all getting
Oh boy.
Tex, you want to tell us about your FX hash drop? If you can, just let us know.
It's like,
come on up.
We got to follow the tweets, man. Dude, I finally accepted some offers on my pieces, and the fucking, oh my god, I felt so horrible about that. Holding up,
Dude, you were off grid for like a week, which I can't like really shame you, because I've been off grid for like 2, 3, 4 weeks. But yeah, the text deal is fucking amazing. I mean, what a killer mixtape.
Well, and Mike Vandy's still holding it up, so
Yeah, it is. I see, and Willie brought something to my attention that I never really thought about because, like right now, I'm on the WX8BK Twitter, and that's kind of where I live. Like that's I'd rather put more effort into my WX8BK, and what we do here. So I forget about bits sometimes, and well, I'm still bits, obviously, but and that was with me with my the messaging that we had between you, Mike Nash, myself, and Willie, just for this space or whatever, our little chat. I was only getting it in the bits. So if I didn't switch over to my bits account to check in on that and do things, then I would totally miss all these messages. He's like, "Did you see that cool video that Mike Nash made? Blah blah blah. Do you think you could use it?" And then I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh fuck, we got to add you. Hang on." So
No, I
I'm
just
back.
love that you said I was only getting it in the bits. I mean that's amazing, dude. That spans the whole
You get it.
pond.
You get it. You get it. You get it wherever you can get it, man. That's shit. It's
funny.
good times. Good times. Good times.
Too
All right.
funny.
Fuck. Paper Buddha. Thank you, sir, for joining us tonight, man.
What's up, nerds?
Appreciate it. Nerding. We're nerding.
What's up, PB?
Hanging out, listening to homie stories, pretty awesome.
Yeah, dude, he was a wild guy. When we went to Wynwood and we went to jump on that cart that morning to go on that tour, we didn't know what to expect, and that guy was like, I don't know what everybody else's tour guides were like, but we felt like seriously blessed to have that dude as our guide that morning.
Well, I'm pretty sure we heard very little about the other tour that was with us at the same time, and it was not as good as ours.
Yeah, fair enough,
Is
right?
all I gathered about it.
Fair enough.
Their guide was not as good as Chuavevo. So.
Well, and even remember he said, "Oh God, we got to end this. We got to go. Okay, hang on. I'm going to take you 2 more places before we go." And I was like, "Yeah, right on." Well, and remember we popped on the golf cart that day with the drinks, and he's like, "Well, what's that? What's that?" And we're all like, "Water." And he's like, "Okay, as long as it looks like water, that's fine with me."
Yeah, he didn't care. He was cool.
Red Solo Cup water. We weren't driving, so I mean, shit. That's how I drink my water all the time. Red Solo Cups all day long, all day long. I realized it's funny, Willie, that little promo that I made for him for this week's space. And you were like, "Okay, is that the one?" I'm like, "Can you pop that up on Instagram?" That was part of my shit show this weekend. Was my 3D printer down and new parts, and I needed more parts. I'll tell you what, folks.
Yeah, how are you gonna 3D print your own parts if you don't have if your 3D printer's down?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, that a mechanic's car is probably the most dilapidated, broken down motherfucking vehicle on the road. Just like my 3D printer. The person that 3D prints probably has the most dilapidated 3D printer. But I'll tell you all the time that you should do regular oil changes and do maintenance on your vehicle. Just like anybody will tell you, "Oh, you should always change these components on your 3D printer every few hours," and blah, 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 blah. But nope, not me.
Yeah, the plumber's pipes are always broken.
That's right. They're the ones that are leaking. The plumber's the one that'll put a fucking bucket underneath of his underneath the sink so that
because when you get home from doing that all day, you don't want to do it anymore.
That's facts.
You want to break from that. So it's exactly.
No, I don't know where I was going with that story, but that was the little video, and then so I fought with it, and then I created the little promo and I sent it to Willie at 1 in the afternoon on Monday or something. I'm like, "Dude, does this look good enough? Can I post it? Everything's been a shit show." And he's like, "Yeah, man, no, that's great." And then I asked him if he put it up on our Instagram, because we have WX8BK has an Instagram now.
You said, "No, it looks like shit, but I can't put that on Instagram."
No, I didn't give a shit. I was out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I know.
Fishing in the snow.
It could have been a turd floating across a river, and Willie would have been like, "Yeah, whatever, man, put her up." But I did have a different version. You asked me that, and I'm like, "No, that's the version that I sent you." And then today, I was like, "Oh, dude."
Yeah, well.
Whatever. That's, an artist is its greatest, his greatest critiquer, I guess. How was the fishing, Willie? What were you fishing for up there?
That's a catch and release native trout area, but we didn't catch anything.
Well, it's cold, man. Like, that's all I thought.
So
That looked cold, man.
yeah, it was mostly just to get away from everything in the world for a little bit.
True. And I mean, let's face the facts. That's what it's all about, right? When I go fishing, I don't care if I ever catch anything at all. It's just about being out there.
Yeah, I would rather be on the boat though with, a larger ice chest full of beer and cocktails, cruising around in the boat with some tunes and then freezing my balls off out in the snow.
You weren't drinking it. You weren't drinking enough. Denver was freaking out down there. Denver's having withdrawals because I think this was Denver's first week back to reality, and he's out. Oh, but yeah, I need to go on another vacation.
I had a couple Coors Yellow Bellies that we found on the patio that were so the patios when we got there to the place we were staying, patio's covered in snow. My kids are out there messing around, digging through the snow, and they find this freaking 12 box of Coors Yellow Bellies. So I was drinking those all
what's
week.
a yellow belly, man?
That's what I want to know.
Coors Original, the yellow cans.
The OG. Holy
Yeah.
smokes. Yeah, my old man, he thinks that's like shit, like royalty. Like he'll put that in the garage and just wait for a year before he cracks one of those open.
I was like, oh, free Yellow Bellies? Yeah, we'll take these. We'll take these sledding and fishing and all the other activities. These are activity beers. These are not drink. These are drink all day beers. So yeah, kept those with me at all times.
That's Smokey and the Bandit style, man. I mean, that's across the Mississippi.
Well, all I had to do was cross the rear patio threshold. They were cold and everything out there, all covered in snow. Nice.
So that totally reminds me of the Smokey and the Bandit thing that you just brought up. So I was flipping around on TikTok today because I got sucked into the TikTok, and I can't believe some of the shit that's on there. But somebody posted up a really old news interview where they went out because they were making it illegal to drink and drive somewhere, like back in the late 70s. And holy fuck, was it ever I fucking should have saved it. And can I drop the fucks now, Willie? Are we far enough into the YouTube, Al?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you still want to drop those in the first 10 or 15.
Okay, gotcha. But it was so hilarious. So they're interviewing these people, and the first guy was like, well, you sweat for 8 to 10 hours a day. And he's like, the least they could do is let you have a couple beer in the truck on the way home. and then they interview this woman who's she just put her groceries in the car and she's got her kids strapped in the car. And then she's like, well, no, it's a right. She's like, first it was seatbelts and now they're telling you can't drink. She's like, where do you draw the line? And I'm just like, oh my God, this was real. This was wait
a minute. Seatbelts were first?
Wherever they were talking, I guess apparently it was. Well, my dad said, just because I know up here in Canada, the provinces all did the seatbelt thing differently. I didn't know it was ever legal to drink while driving, but I think in Montana it is actually. Yes, you can. I believe in Montana you can drink, you just can't be drunk, right? But yeah, I guess apparently
1976 seatbelt laws were introduced in the United States federally.
Well, that's early, so way before Canada.
Yeah, I know that because, when you look for cars that are pre-76s.
Montana's so ahead of its time, bro.
Montana's in the future. I remember Montana used to have those I don't know how long ago it was now, but remember they didn't have speed limits on their highways, right? Not that you could fly super fast on most of their highways because they're all curvy and I don't know about down south Montana, but
and they were mostly covered in snow most of the year too, right?
Yeah, and big damn moose and elk. You don't want to hit one of those fuckers. But yeah,
that's only been It's been like 20 years now since they've done that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it probably sounds about right. Actually, about 12 years ago, 10 years ago, Montana passed the law that you could keep your roadkill, which I was kind of thought that was surprising in Montana. I figured that would have been like a no-brainer to begin with, but yeah. So then I was like, man, you're going to be seeing these trucks and minivans driving around with big giant spikes on them. Where are you going to get dinner?
If I remember right, somebody sued. Somebody sued for that to be able to keep their roadkill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something like that. I vaguely remember a story about that.
We got that in Tennessee, man. Yeah, it's a roadkill policy. Yeah, dude. If it's dead on the road and you want to eat it, it's yours.
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna see how to share this. I found that freaking the interviews with the people when they were like getting rid of drinking and driving. I had to figure out how to share it up at the top here because I was just blown away by it. But it kind of was funny because I kind of paused for a second because it's kind of like in modern day, right? When like let's just take COVID for an example, when they're telling people to wear masks in places and people are like, God damn it, like that's what's going to be next if I have to wear a mask. But I just thought it was hilarious. Just the lady putting her kids in the car, and that was so funny. She's like, well, where are they going to stop? Okay, I don't know. I got to see how to share this because this was on Facebook or TikTok or I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll get it figured out.
I mean, now you can't smoke in a restaurant. Where did they stop? Come on, they
stopped. Horrible.
These assholes.
Well, we're getting around here in Canada because we can smoke pot everywhere now, right? So it's all good. I ordered some new marijuana yesterday. So the place that I order my marijuana from, and they also do mushrooms, but they started carrying LSD this week.
That's what I'm talking about. Did you try some?
No, I did not. It was it was sold out. I couldn't get any. I did order some microdose spores though. So.
Well, you couldn't get any. You couldn't get any there. You can always get somebody.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, that's very, very true. But I just couldn't order and slap it on my credit card. Or maybe I could. I don't know. It's modern day. Maybe you can. No, I got tapped, man.
Dude, I'm very, very interested on like, is that pharma grade? Like, how good is that?
It's very no, and I that's kind of the questions that I have as well, right? But I guess we'll find out. I'll find out some point in time. Yeah, I was pretty surprised. They had it was all eyedroppers. It was just which really kind of I thought was odd. So I'm curious about that because it has to be like super super diluted to be in like an eyedropper form, and then like I need to know more about it because I mean like on paper you'll be able to tell me for sure, but like with LSD, like it's actually like a pin drop that's technically going on to basically one little blot or one square, right? Would what it boil down to? Because it's very thinned out. Yes, no?
Yeah, that's right. They would dilute the shit out of that and put it in an eyedropper for easy dose.
So, but it kind of like makes it seems really odd though. It's like, well, like it's you're giving people something that like what happens if they slam back this whole bottle? See, I need to know more now.
Oh, I'm sure that's just one dose in there and that they've diluted the hell out of it. There's no way that they would let you take a big ass PP size vial.
Yeah. That would wreck. Champion. Okay, copy link. See if I can put this up at the top now. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm taking this off of Facebook and I'm going to fucking post it up on Twitter. We might open up a black hole or get rugged or something like that, but we'll figure it out. Oh, PB, is that you? Is it you got the beats dropping? You didn't have to turn it down. I was grooving.
Yeah, dude, on PvPing and listening to music and talking to y'all.
Nice. Multitasking. And here I fucking couldn't pin something and talk at the same time earlier, and you're just giving her.
I'm trying to stoke a little tiny fire.
Homie said giving her. I love it.
You like that?